While the 1700s in France saw the rise of the Rococo style, in Norway and later in Sweden, a similar decorative style was emerging, Rosemaling, or rose painting. Rose painting is a decorative, ornamental painting style found on objects, furniture, and interior furnishings, and was common in several villages in Norway from around 1740 to 1860, particularly in Telemark and Hallingdal, but also in Numedal and Setesdal, as well as in other valleys. This is one example of the decoration of furniture. It's a pine chest with iron fittings, and it comes from Hull in Hallingdal, and it was painted in the Rosemaling style by Paul Olsson Gröth in 1844, and is now in the Norwegian Folk Museum. The name rose painting derives from the motifs, which consist primarily of free-flowing, curving flowers and leaves that fill the surfaces with bold lines and strong, often refined color combinations. There are also other motifs. The vine ornamentation has its historical roots in the exuberant European floral Baroque and the playful elegance of the Rococo. But as a form of folk art, it has developed distinct regional stylistic features. This example is from Uvdal Stave Church in Buskerud, Norway. The tradition of painted furniture had taken root in Dalarna in Sweden by the end of the 17th century, and several examples of painted furniture from the region have been preserved from the early 18th century. Initially, the decorations consisted of restrained acanthus scrolls, but during the 18th century they evolved into complex floral motifs. In Sweden, rose painting began to be called Dalmålning around 1901, after the Dalarna region, where it had been the most popular, and kurbits in the 1920s after a characteristic feature. However, in Norway, the old name still predominates alongside terms for local variants. This example is from a morastuga in Bergshamra. Perhaps the most well-known Swedish example is the Dalahäst, or Dala horse, which is a carved, stylized wooden horse with painted decorations from Dalarna in Sweden. It is usually 10 to 25 centimeters tall and was originally a toy sold at markets in central Sweden. Its production was a craft practiced in the villages of Mora parish from the early 1700s to the beginning of the 20th century, and it was a byproduct of the region's furniture carpentry.